OKFM 101.7.
Na ma memra de bi o we de menua no nam de afutuo ma wo sesei woni unua koko anyido ho and the likes na ese you been so critique of your own party amuomu na what say sesei ankasa no ya pama Luther Jacob afri mu ya suspended atubiga enti mu de mu mu yi o
Kwame, do I contribute to discussions constructively in the DOB attempt? You know, I'm one person who will not support politics of insult. I've always been very civil because you have tell me what you say. You know me. And I buy you bibi nenya constructively will criticize them. But that's what I'm making. So, the biggest opposition party, you mean say, former government, not being Kosoa. Constructively, we are entitled to criticize them constructively without even assassinating the character of anybody. But if you think that in doing so, have committed some heinous crime.
But one more say utie mpanifo no discourse ye ne wo ma have ya one problem no ba ko say sei enkomo bi a mu bi me kasa mu di o mu bi die no is tilted towards the MPP next say I say wo aban opposition amowa mu nyina mo prese come betimi atu
Kwame your opposition na ye nyina ye pre say bafawa. And Kwame, I'm a bona fide member of the NDC in any way. I've always said it. I've never hidden the fact. Because listen, there is no neutral person when it comes to politics. Electoral commissioner for more class or more. Obi abeti nyaka so ye neutral. Then obi a should be Fufian Twata or that much. Because then you know twaba. And so I've not hidden that fact. But that doesn't mean say because in a party where young men feel say the only way they can get prominence and get attention of party elders, the only way they can get the attention of party elders and rise to fame is to assassinate the character of people, is to engage in naked insult in their discourse. Is that the best way? The indiscipline, is that the best way? Listen, what is happening in the NDC from 2016, is it the best? 2016, they've been a year after elections. I'm saying, for one, so you might be this year out the Kasai. That gave birth to the Koshibuchi's committee, Professor. Is the report? Was the report implemented? Is it not why for accountable leadership? And Kwame, last week I was monitoring your the interview with them, and I want to salute you and your team for the probing questions. And you see, after people thought those guys should be rubbish, I mean, interview or mono, they brought it out of the point they were making. So listen, question what your report has it been implemented? There was issue of say Antimian quality result 2016, 2020 are the speaking. And their point was that, listen, given the election petition hearing, they just ended the election petition hearing, where our general secretary was pushed to prove regarding contrary figures, NDC, almost the man of the election. Then our general secretary, on fact, figures are mad. So,
but then figures in you.
Oh, listen, Kwame, you see, you allow people, you see, I assume it's people are engaged in this Gobelian theory. Why? The Gobels, where persistently they will tell you, say, black is white, black is white. There's no point, you know, but here, your integrity is as a party, not to your party followers or party soldiers, but the generality of Ghanaians. When you say the floating voters, those almost listen, given the conduct of your campaign members, your executives, those floating voters between 7 to 10%. And to count with them, all party supporters there will vote for banker. But how do you get the floating voters to vote for you? And in a situation where your reputation is under attack, do you think that you will do anything to shame the devil? You won't do anything.
Ena monsono yese mumubi. Dia mo ye nyina ne se ka mo nkonanka His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wakasi one contest 2024. And I'm say where
Kwame.
Bruh,
I have no power to defend the NDC. In the 2020 general elections, I call it. In the Africa, and a month when we go to my party, say, may talk wait. But the platform I'm on, you can check the records. Why? I did the best to propagate and drum home the policies of the NDC. And equally, instances are many or more, the Casa free officers, national officers, I disagreed. I took them on because that is not the best way to get people to vote for you. How can you, a national officer, even threaten security personnel? So listen, your continuous stay in the service is post terminus that of Nana Akufo-Addo. I mean, how can you say that? Threat. And a national officer will say, Master, the days of father for all, no President Muslim, they buy for court. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Quite recently, a national officer can take on, try to question the commitment, dedication of senior party officers like Haruna Num, Mr. Kanum, and then most seriously the speaker, the number 3 man of the citizens. We all saw it when Alban F. Bagbin took this party on, showed that this party was parliament. What for? So what are you talking about? The life, I mean, may so rest in peace. The life of JDM as majority leader. Now, Felix Bagbin did a lot. So today you are questioning his commitment. That, I mean, they have betrayed the cause of the party. When you know very well that, listen, some appointment committee, and let me salute the gentlemen on the appointment committee, particularly from the NDC side. They are doing human job. So it will only be run out of mischief. And I will say, and you think that, listen, if a decision has been taken or plenary, which has always been it, the appointment committee can only make recommendations. The House will take it for consideration. What we said, when recommendation we stand by it, they will put it to vote, either voice vote or secret ballot. Finish. And don't forget that people have conscience. People have conscience. So what are you talking about? No opposition.
People have conscience. People have conscience, and I say anything.
Yeah, me can say, and you be beyond our money. Kwame, see, you will mind will be converted. What's in the certificate in tsunami, I like the tsunami swap oil.
Oh, yeah. Shake, I see quay.
You will mind will be converting. Now, me find the currency. Also, on the school, they want certificate. But when that person became a minister, he delivered. Master, so we have institutions of state, systems are working, various institutions. Now, you are just a political figurehead. It is a technocrat that will help you to carry out your policies and programs with. They have their memory, the institutional memory. I'm not saying,
Andy,
as a minister,
Andy,
I'm not saying, you as a minister going there, you shouldn't have an understanding of the country that you are going. You understand what I'm saying?
Me too.
And you may come and say, so we are MPP now party or opposition. Now for the NDC and fairly said they are party, the bad power. No, I think that we can come back. That is why I think, sir, we need to have this paradigm shift and have a very intellectual discourse, intellectual debate on this policy and programs are captured in the various political party manifestos. I think that will do the magic. Nana Kufuor the Sobeyi, and this is the superior policy and program alternative. Let's debate it without insult. Then young said, young fancy Ghana for me, say, hey, between the two, no, who is making sense? And now why now back obey and the operative word is what? Realistic policy and programs. Realistic. And then you will
Mojo Mahama, Obia Nimuno, dear Wabaye. And now, no, so only go for Dinko Mobibia, many a large Baba Jama Dinkomono, was it the NDC, no, needs John Mahama more than John Mahama needs NDC. Just ended elections, Batambo. Womnya 6 million. Which means say he's popular among the electorates. Eti ana na munyina momwa.
Kwame Titi. And in earlier comment, I say I don't determine who picks the standard bearer for the NDC. Meantime, former President John Mahama, meantime Obia. Listen, Obia former President John Mahama said he is popular. Kwame, what we shouldn't also forget, and we Kwame, and Amanyo could be you as a flag bearer. Do you know what they have done to you? Spiritually, physically, there's a transfer of power. Even 60-year-old who bow because so soon our chief, Amanyo could our chief. So we shouldn't forget about that. I'm not questioning and doubting the popularity of the former President John Mahama, right? I'm not doubting it. But you see, when you hear senior party officers who should know better saying, sir, NDC needs the former president more than only the NDC. It's unfortunate.
Oh, how?
Kwame, was it proper? How can somebody be bigger than a political party? No, cannot be bigger than the Republic of Ghana.
He is a political colossal.
Listen. But what he said was a big gap. What he said was a big gap. He booked big time. He shouldn't say that. Can the president of the Republic of Ghana be bigger than the Republic of Ghana?
But on what kind Brandy, what kind of contest say? The past is what party anymore. Obet me restore power from the MPP, no. Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And no, can say it's an undeniable fact. It's mumu hiano. Somebody a money coffee to me, no, and Fanamara. And they are to
listen, it doesn't lie in Baba Jamal's mouth to say the former president, no, is bigger than the NDC. Why? Was he not sponsored by the NDC? He stood the elections 2020 on the ticket of the NDC. So I'm calling independent.
Debbie.
Okay, fine. The logic of Baba Jamal, we do now more Kasano. If the former president is bigger than the NDC, then one will say, or is therefore stand to reason, say, and you won't call independent. Is it also a valid one?
And Gomakraba say,
what you should not forget is that the NDC as a party is solid, is strong. I'm telling you, the NDC as a party is so solid.
Now, when you say,
listen, instead of them addressing the germane issues, the germane concerns from party full soldiers and Ghana photo about Kasasiya, because what radio so canon. That's the indiscipline. putting the structures in place. I told you I want to observe the elections. I told you I want to observe the elections. And what I saw, it was static that the NDC was not prepared for the elections. Given the treatment given to their polling agents, where they have to struggle to come to the police, the center. Adequate provision then on. So these are the issues. You take an internal assessment, you do an assessment what has transpired, then you know how to go forward. Why do we do policy? When you are implementing policy, at every point in time, you must stop for review. Then you correct it before you. Why? Those party officers now they want to tell me that they don't go and learn all this.
But what's our manual sim? His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Only Ghana for Nimuno. Yenim de obetimi aye san say amamwo no wabubida. Na mo sign akọ election nyame ampata amamo. Na amkoyi different candidates other than His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Afena mo ko to square one, mo ko ye billboard, mo ko ye de ben de be. Papa so ni t-shirt wo hodada. Eno an say na ba to e 2 ye he performed creditably.
Correct.
Bruh.
You should also relegate that fact that he stood on the ticket of the NDC and he should an NDC member.
I understand you very well.
Yes, the NDC is a solid brand. Want you know? It's a very solid brand. So today, if I am the flag bearer of the NDC, you think that the party will not support me?
Don't support.
As the leader, as the standard bearer of contesting an election, they will support me. The popularity, the party, then you bring yours as 5%, and now with your back, the partner, the people around you, the way Amukasa, the way they conduct themselves. Yes, let me tell you. Fact is a man Ghana for the Donald Trump 1992 no 2000 2004 no and then South Africa now more than 2020 going into the elections 2024 Ghanaians will consider a whole lot of things before Mbetwaba or massacre and you have manifestos promises are more year were they able to deliver massacre and assistance. They don't take Ghanaians for granted.
Okay.
So you may can say it is not about the person or the standard bearer. Build the internal mechanism properly and let that mechanism work up to standard bearer.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Matthias, Andy, Mami,
to be your bigger than the party. It's unfortunate. Crime.
The on bigger. Was it you need the NDC needs him more than
impliedly by inference? What does he say? By inference, are we not entitled to infer?
Okay.
Impliedly, what he's saying is that by simple extrapolation, what he's saying is that the person is bigger than the party. Am I wrong?
Yeah, you are right.
Am I wrong?
You are right. Yeah.
I'm saying, am I wrong?
You are right. Papa, what does you obey?
What means in America, every church on institutions of state, and yes, you need to come. So, I'm more say a bicycle no money, a packet to be investment here. Yes, from. That's for yes money. I will never remember then a bicycle or 2 taxes this month. You know, you think people will be happy when you make reckless expenditures like this. And the Land Commission, Honorable Samuel Abujinapo, the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, that place is rotten. You might not
Medas and obey.
Namen come.
Well, so you're running can come near click on OK101.7. So the best Concomo.
OKFM 101.7.